welcome everybody. Welcome to the neighborhood. How you doing back there, Johnny?
As soon as I find the button to push her, yeah, I'm doing okay.
Another rainy day in Flint.
Yep.
I think I'm going to learn how to swim eventually.
My feet are webbed right now.
So anyway, today I have the pleasure of having a call-in guest, Miss Carrie Torres. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
I'm so happy. I've been practicing your name forever because I told John, I was like, please don't let me say your name wrong. So Carrie is a star. She's a private eye to the stars. And, you know, I say that because I took it off her page. And she has been on Maury and Holly's World, and she's an actress, you know, former beauty queen, and, you know, just all kinds of stuff. And on top of that, being a private eye, you know, the kind that people probably least expect. So, Carrie, tell me about your private eye business and how dangerous is it?
It's actually really dangerous. I carry a gun. I have to go to target practice a lot. I've never had to use a gun.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you to bust a cap at somebody. Oh, my goodness. But how did you get started there because of the danger? What made you think that you wanted to be a private eye, knowing how dangerous that kind of job could be?
I love helping people. You know, it's all about the story for me. I guess my acting skills do come into it. It's just putting the story together, piecing all the puzzles. You know, it's a lot of Sherlock Holmes business.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of private eyes just sit behind the computer and, you know, just do the research that way. But I actually get out there and gumshoe it, you know, the old Sherlock Holmes way.
Right.
I just love putting the story together and helping people. That's the fun part.
Now, I also see that you had been on Maury Povich, and you were one of those people that's spying on people. How much fun was that?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Maury Povich is such a great guy. He is just so much fun to work with. And those stories are real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they put us in the hotel with the same people that find their baby daddies.
When you
and
be the when you be when you be the secret decoy.
Yeah, but they don't make us spy on those people, but literally they will fight at 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and they're screaming, and they'll ask them, you know, I think I actually put a Facebook post, like, the day before Maury, and it's real. They're like, so tell me the truth, are you gay, or are you sleeping with my uncle? And you know, and it's like, tell me the truth, what's going on? And, you know, and you're like, oh, my Lord, and I just want to call Maury and be like, really?
I love Maury. I'm a faithful watcher. I've been watching him ever since he's been on the scene. In fact, I record it every day so I can watch it later.
Oh, he's a cool cat. I like him a lot.
Now, do you you know the show Cheaters? Do you do scenarios like that?
Yeah, we do. We don't actually confront them because it's really dangerous, but we're good friends with Joe.
Mm-hmm. Because I remember seeing, I used to watch Cheaters a lot, but then it started coming on so late that I would miss it. And I always liked Joey Greco. I just like that little gray hair in the front of his head. It's so cute.
You know, we get I keep getting feedback on my phone. Hold on a second.
I think we're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We get a lot of clients that show up at our cases, so we can't actually tell them where we're at. But sometimes they follow us, and it's pretty scary because they'll show up and actually beat up their husband and stuff. So we're like, oh my gosh, don't do that.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious when they confront them and the girls beat up the guys. I think that's hilarious.
God, yeah. And it's actually kind of funny because women are worse than men when it comes to cheating. But yeah, it's crazy to see the women, just the little women too, that are 5 feet tall, and you know,
little
Spanish girls beat up their boyfriends.
They tear them up because I know I just be cracking up laughing. Now, and so you decided like when that you figured this is the career that you wanted to go down, because I mean I know you got to probably go through training and, you know, education and all that kind of stuff.
When I was in second grade, I was finding missing pets and all that. I mean, that's really not too much what a private eye does, you know, unless you're Ace Ventura. But I was doing that when I was in second grade, finding, you know, missing people and all that. I was really doing that. Like, if someone went missing, I was getting into all that. And I guess women's intuition, we're naturally good at it, but
Right.
I always wanted to do it. And anyone I talk to, they're like, I'm good at that, I could do it, so I think everyone has a little bit of it in them, but I was just naturally good at it, and it's just something that comes natural, and just like politics, it's just something you're good at, and, if you don't have to work too hard at it, you should do it.
Right.
If you love it. So I do love it. I love it. Every time I think I've had enough, sometimes I cry at the cases, and I get really upset, and and I have to go do something else, like watch a Disney movie.
Yeah, that's mellow you out.
Hold on, you see a lot of cheating people, and it's like, oh my gosh, and people sometimes get mad at me, like, how can you do this? You're breaking up marriages. But people come to us, and usually, they know what's going on, and they just want the evidence so they can show their family, like, listen,
Right.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
It's there to help.
I could see it being kind of challenging too, because like they say, you breaking up families, but actually they broke them up themselves by cheating. You just just brought the evidence.
Yeah, I think maybe 5%, 2 to 5%. It's not happening. It might be someone who's just very insecure that I think he's cheating, and then I'll go out and nothing's happening. It's very, very rare, and it's never like sometimes people do hire decoys to try to set their husband up and stuff, but we never go as far as like having someone sleep with someone or anything. It's just we'll have them go out and see if the husband buys the woman a drink. But it's already a scenario that's already happened,
Right.
so it's not entrapment or anything.
So you're really not like a bounty hunter or anything like that. You basically just produce the information that they're asking for, like on the last season of the Kardashians.
But I have been a bounty hunter, actually. People actually come to us because we're really good at what we do. I don't know if it's just because, like on Holly's World, they actually went, because they're in Vegas. So they went to another woman in Vegas, and they said, listen, Josh Strickland's mother, put him up for adoption 24 years ago, and it was a closed adoption, which meant they couldn't get the records or anything.
Right.
And the woman said, listen, it's going to cost $50,000 to do this, and, the private eye said it's impossible to do it. So we had ties with E, because E found me back in 2008, and they wanted to give me my own reality show. And so the people out there called me, and they said, do you think you can do this? And I said, let me give me a shot, let me see what I can do. So my brother got married February 12th, and I couldn't get a flight out, so we drove all the way from here to Vegas, and we cracked the case within 24 hours.
Oh my goodness, 'cause I remember seeing that show. I used to watch Holly's World. I remember him looking for his parents.
Yeah, and it was just old-fashioned gumshoeing. It was knocking on doors from people that used to work with the birth parents. We only had her first name and where she used to work.
Oh.
And it's just, that's what we had to do. And I actually went to South Carolina and ran into a Southern belle. She was like 50 years old, and they didn't show that part
Right.
because they wanted to keep people's confidentiality. But it was really neat to go to South Carolina and talk to everyone. And what a beautiful town,
Yeah.
It was just neat.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you figure after that long drive, you must need a day of rest.
Yeah.
'Cause that's about 3 days worth of driving. Oh, my.
We just sit back and put all the pieces together and have a nice glass of Merlot. And people are like, "How can you work with your husband?" It's just that has to be horrible. And we actually work best together like that. It's something neat to have in common, and look at each other and say, "What do you think happened here? What do you think the person was thinking?"
Yeah, well, that was my next question to ask. Does he work with you on a daily basis? I mean, is that his day job? Is this like you guys' day job? This is not like just something you do.
Yeah, we do it together every day. It's just we're not in the office every day. We go out and separate jobs and do separate things. So if we had to stare at each other every day, and I don't know if I could do that, but
You could.
every day is different. You never know, how to report on the show. You never know who's going to walk through the door. That's true.
Right.
We have different cases and different people, so it keeps it fun and interesting. It's never the same person, same thing.
So now, how far have you had to go as far as location to help out with a case?
Mexico.
Oh.
People fly us out. And, yeah.
They pay for you to come out?
Yeah. And it's people think, what's that?
No, I said, they pay for you to come out.
Yeah, they do. And people think, she's going on a free trip, but there's never really any downtime because we're literally following the people nonstop. So we have to sleep when they sleep, or we have to get a room next to them and kind of have like a glass on the wall and listen. Sometimes it's glamorous. You know, if they get dressed up, we have to get dressed up. But sometimes, you know, they're going into like a biker bar or, you know.
Oh, that would be kind of
they're
scary.
going into Detroit, and it's scary sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. So do you don't just do mostly Michigan, or is Michigan where you do the most of unless you call out of state somewhere?
It's 50-50. It's just we became really well known for, you know, some PIs take people's money and they don't do the job, and that's what I'm working against. You know, people remember the old Rockford File movies where he would get hit over the head. Every episode he would get hit over the head. And
I remember that.
It's so advanced. It's more like CSI nowadays. You know, we have so much more information we can get.
Yeah.
So we're more advanced, and it's cutting edge now. You know, we can get more.
You have all the technology now. You don't need the knuckle bust like they did on Rockford, because they were getting beat up every week.
I wouldn't mind living in Malibu, but.
Well, do you have to, what about training? Like, do you have to go, you know, be in the gym learning to box and karate and, you know, self-defense, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I just do. I mean, I've never had to use it, but I just do just to know everything. I mean, my dad taught me judo when I was little because he was in Vietnam, and I've never had to use judo or anything, but
oh man,
I just know it just because.
Don't you want to just bust somebody up sometime? Be like, yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm only like 5'4", but
yeah, they be like
100 pounds. But
yeah, they be like this cute little blonde. Just whoop my butt. Or you come in there, you have them all handcuffed up behind their back and stuff. They like, this little girl just wrestled me in here.
Well, even before they know it, they don't even know what happened to them.
That's what I'm saying. You be like the little Tasmanian devil, just like take them out right quick. And then if that don't work, you pull your big gun on them. Yeah.
Oxford didn't really work with the police department, and we really do. I mean, I really have to rely on the police department to say, listen, this is what happened. I need your help. You know, if I have a runaway child, I have to kind of like sit on it, and I can't just stick him in my car and say, look who I have, you know?
Well, now you mentioned having a reality show. Is that something that you think that you'd want to do? If somebody, I mean, you have to be as good as Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's something, I've been working with Motor City Wives. That's a new show that's up and coming, and I've been filming a lot with that. And different people are always trying to get me to do a reality show, and I love it. I mean, you film like 12 hours a day, but I already work 12 hours a day, so.
I think it would be great because it would be another thing coming out of Michigan, you know?
Yeah, E! Entertainment was here last year, and they've been back and forth filming different stuff on me, and they're like, you're not as famous as Kim Kardashian, but you're definitely as entertaining, so. So we'll see.
Well, I think you'd be more interesting than Kardashian. At least you didn't have to put the sex tape out first.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think my mother-in-law would kill me.
Exactly. But, you know, just to think of, now, you said you used to be a former pageant queen. Now, what queen reign was that?
It was just Miss Detroit. I did it when I was younger, and it was just something fun. Just, you know, my mom wanted me to do it, and I won that and Miss Photogenic, and it was just a fun experience.
Mm-hmm. You know? And you do, or have done modeling with the autos, like at the auto show?
Yeah, my aunt was Miss Chevrolet 1946 or something like that, but she just had to sit in the car and smile. She was just beautiful, and her name was Aunt Bonnie, and she just loved pink. And you know, nowadays you have to know all your stuff, you know, between torque and horsepower. Torque gets you going, horsepower keeps you going. You know, she just had to be beautiful. I'm like, now we have to know everything. You know?
They make y'all work for it now. They make you work for it for real.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different kind of atmosphere, but I always wanted to do it because she did it, so that's kind of how I got started in the modeling and acting. Mm-hmm. But I love it. I love the excitement of the auto show in Detroit. So I got to travel all around the world, and I did it for about 6 years.
Oh, man.
So it was wonderful. I mean, I didn't get to go to Hawaii or anything like that, but I went to almost every single state.
Well, somebody's going to call you and need a private eye in Hawaii, and then there you go.
Yeah, that's my next thing. I want to be Magnum PI. I want to go to
Hawaii. We got to get you a shirt. Get you a mua shirt, whatever that is he wears.
I'm a wine grafter. No one will know it's me.
Exactly.
And I do have to go in disguises now because I've been on TV so much.
Right.
So,
And then, of course, you're on here, and they're looking on the internet. They're like, oh, I know her.
yeah, and a lot of times I'll go to places, just to eat or anything, and people will be taking their wedding rings off or putting them back on, and I'll be like, listen, if I was going to be doing the case, I definitely wouldn't be just looking at like myself.
So when you're out, do you still stay in that private eye mode? Do you have like a sense of, oh, that's not his wife, or oh, that, you know what I'm saying? Do you have that kind of sense? You look at couples and you be like, that's not his woman.
Absolutely. And I see people that I know that are cheating, and I have to just kind of like leave or just, and I see my friends the next time, and I'm like, God, he's cheating on you. And I never say it. I just kind of keep to myself. Or just the secrets that I know.
Right.
I have so many secrets, and even if I have 2 glasses of wine, I just never say anything.
So wine can't get it out of you.
Never. Even my own sister.
I guess that's a good thing, because they's like, don't give her any wine, she'll tell it all.
Yeah, no, my sister has tried. She's like, you're horrible. I'm like, be glad.
It would be terrible if you knew something and it would be just weighing on you. You'd be like, I need to say it, but I can't, No,
well, I can tell my husband, so that's kind of neat. We can tell each other, like, can you believe it? So if I didn't have him, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, you'd go crazy. You'd be drinking a lot of wine. Trying to suppress that. I need to tell it. Feel it.
I think people are like, you're the best friend ever, because, you can tell me anything, and I just forget it ever happened.
Oh, my goodness. It has to be quite interesting. Every day you wake up, you think, oh, what am I doing today?
Yeah, and sometimes I go to sleep, and I'll get a phone call at 3 in the morning, and I have to fly to Chicago, or people have a private jet waiting for us, because we have the same confidentiality as an attorney. So
right.
Anything people tell us, we can't repeat.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it's just like the movie Swordfish, where, I don't know if you ever saw it.
I love Swordfish. Yeah, it was just on the other day. I've probably seen it 1,000 times already.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. They meet him in a restaurant in the middle of nowhere, and no one ever knows about it.
Yeah. He said that's the Houdini move. Smoking
mirrors. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So, and then if I see them ever again, I can't, act like I know them.
Yeah. So if anybody wanted to become a private eye, how long do you think it would take?
You have to either work for a place for 4 years or have a criminal justice degree, and then you have to they have a place that, people will go to, or have all the equipment is close to like $500,000 to $1 million for a startup. And a lot of places fail. So we're just lucky we have our own building and everything, and that's how we just keep going. We have the lowest rates in town. So,
So y'all had that $250,000 to get started.
Yeah, $500,000. I mean, it was. My father-in-law really, helped out, and my husband had a wig before I ever came in, in the picture. So
was he already a private eye when you met him?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So he's
done it for he's older than me, but he did it for I think he's been doing it for 20 years now. Mm-hmm. So he's 42. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's old.
Yeah, he'll kill me for saying that. Yeah. But he really did it. I think he's been doing it since he was 17. So he just loved it all along.
Yeah. Well, he's still got a few years left. When you say 42, it's like I'll be 60 in a couple months. So we got a few years yet. I could still become a private eye. I just want to carry the gun.
That's what you should do. It should be your second thing.
Right. I just want to carry the gun. That's all I want. But I don't think I'd be as nice as you. I don't think I'd be as nice as you. My neighbors and everything, all the break-ins and different things around here, people are saying, oh, you need to get a gun. I said, no. I said, I might like it too much. The first time, first time I have to bust a cap, I think I might like it. I'd be like, oh, yeah? Oh, you want to talk smack now? Okay, I got something for you. See, I couldn't have it. And I was raised in a household with guns. Our family had guns all the time. It'd be guns, shotguns behind the front door, the back door, guns under the bed. My daddy carried them in his pocket. And, but I'm saying to myself, no, I don't ever want to have a gun because I think I like it too much.
You should get one, though. It's safe. And it's just, my gun is pink. I mean, I have a couple, but it's just, I don't know. I feel a lot safer. I was raised around them, too. My dad was Belgian, and Our last name was Diego. It means the hunter. So
Oh,
I always had guns.
so you're the hunter. No wonder you're a private eye. You're a hunter by nature.
Yeah.
Those two things go together. See, it's in your blood. You didn't even know. Who knew?
Who knew?
Right, right. So what do you have coming up? And I did see you on the red carpet. You know, I didn't even realize what that event was for until afterwards. And then I thought, oh, yeah, it was a red carpet for the movie. What was that like?
Oh, it was really neat. I mean, with Governor Schneider is doing a good job, but with the movies, I was kind of, I was just a little bit hurt by what he did, taking it all away, and because I grew up doing movies and being in the production, and a lot of people lost jobs by when he took away the incentives. So now it's coming back, it sounds like, and it looks like a lot of movies are coming down and they're in the hopper, and but that was really neat to see. It was so much more excitement in Michigan, and people are getting their pride back, and
because I know people that were making movies and then all of a sudden they cut it all out. No more tax breaks.
Yeah, and at that time, maybe like 3 years ago, I was working on Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood, and he was so cool. What a neat guy.
I know. I love Clint Eastwood.
He does TM, which is Transcendental Meditation. It's something I'm very good friends with Mike Love of the Beach Boys. Like, I introduce them when they come in town and in Canada and stuff. I introduce them on stage. So he got me into doing that. It's Clint Eastwood does it too, and I just took the class. It's like meditation that makes you calm. So I guess Clint Eastwood does it too, and it's funny. Anyone who's actually nice and calm and successful does it. So I don't know. It was really neat to meet him. Mm-hmm. But it was just fun.
Well, were you Were you in the movie The Oz at all?
No, I actually wasn't because I was doing Holly's World at the time.
Oh, okay.
I was doing it for 6 months, so
yeah,
I couldn't.
I didn't even.
They wanted me to play. They wanted me to play. I guess Michelle Williams Standen, or her, but I couldn't. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now is Holly's World coming back? Because I hadn't heard anything about that.
No, it got let go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel bad for her.
Yeah. Well, she just had a baby.
Yeah.
She just had a baby, so she's happy.
Definitely, yeah. Rainbow Aurora.
I know. It's that they were like, "What kind of name is that?"
Yeah, she said. I remember when she was talking about what she was going to name her child way before she got pregnant, and she said she was going to name her a crazy name, and definitely with Aurora because Sleeping Beauty. But I guess she was always teased when she was little because she was different. Mm-hmm. So I knew it was going to be something crazy.
Well, that whole lifestyle is different. She was over there with Hef, so it's like, let's just run away from that.
I like her a lot. She's really nice, a nice girl.
Yeah, yeah. So now, if anybody needed to get in contact with you, do you have a website or email address you want to give out?
Sure, it's EYESPY, investigations.com, or Carrie at CarrieTherese.com. Mm-hmm. You can call me anytime.
Oh,
or 586-285-5000.
Okay, and now you're located where?
We're located in Fraser at Masonic and Utica Road.
I couldn't remember where it was. I told John, I was like, she's from West Bloomfield. I could not remember without looking at the page. I was like, she's somewhere over there, around now is that around the Detroit area, Fraser?
Yeah, it's about like 15, 20 minutes from Detroit. I mean, we meet people anywhere and everywhere because, people, especially when they have a cheating spouse or something, it's so confidential. We always meet people somewhere.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't know where it was, but all I was thinking was West Bloomfield, Bloomfield Hills, somewhere in that area. So I know it's around in that area. I
don't think anyone knows where Fraser is.
I know. I didn't know. I was like, Fraser? But then I don't know where a lot of places in Michigan. They'll say it names a place, and I'm like, where's that? Somebody just said Elk Rapids, and I was like, I don't even know where that is. They was like, oh, it's by Traverse City. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure I know where that is. And I really don't.
Put their right hand up and point.
Yeah, that's what they do. This girl did that the other day. When I volunteered yesterday, somebody said pigeon, and they said, oh, where's pigeon? She put her hand up, and she says, it's right about here. I'm like, that's a good way of describing, with the shape like the hand,
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
For that.
Well, this has been such a wonderful time talking to you today, Carrie, and I've learned so much. I think I'm going to go and take me some judo lessons.
You are absolutely wonderful. I'd love to talk to you anytime. Thank you so much for the warm welcome.
Well, we hope that you have fun today. And is it raining there? Because it's raining here.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I
good.
actually like the rain, though.
I like it if I had a tin roof, but I don't have a tin roof, so I don't care now. I'm a Southern girl, and we always had tin roofs, you know. So anyways, I want to thank you for taking the time out to be on the show today, and I just had so much fun talking to you, and I want to keep in touch. So if you have anything that you want to talk about or any big events coming up again and you want to come on the show, just stay in contact with me and let me know.
Okay, great. I will.
All right. Well, you have a good day, and tell the hubby I said hello.
I will.
All right, then. You have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.